All right, everyone. Andrew Gillum was caught with another man naked who was passed out from too much meth, and apparently he was having gay sex with him and doing meth himself. Now, this is just perfect for a Florida politician because it's just like a typical weekend for them. And so, what I wanted to talk about is this a normal gay activity in the gay community? Now, granted, I've only been active for about 5 years, so I'm not exactly the biggest expert on the gay community, but I have dated and spoke with a lot of different guys. And I would like to tell people that Andrew Gillum is not your typical gay man. For instance, he is married to a woman, so he has other issues. Okay, you could argue, oh, he's bisexual, but to me, bisexual is a weird topic to begin with, anyways, because it goes so many different ways, and it's really hard for me to really pinpoint what exactly it means because it doesn't really have a definition, and T-Critic goes crazy over that. So, do the average gay people go smoke meth, do a lot of drugs, and have sex for 3 days straight, waking up not knowing who they are? And the only reason they were found out because the police were there because the guy almost died? Most definitely not. As you can see, my background is a bathhouse, and there is a scene such as this. It's very prevalent in politicians. There's rumors of Bathhouse Barry being Barack Obama, who I do think is gay, and there's plenty of evidence for that. However, it does not matter because he's married and he's no longer in office anymore. Anyways, no one cares what he does. People like Marco Rubio, for instance, has been seen, with bubble parties and doing a lot of weird stuff. Politicians are in a lot of weird stuff, okay? Is there a scene where this is normal, where you go to bathhouses on a regular basis? Yes, but they are really a minority in the gay community. Most gay people are at least semi-monogamous, at least when they start dating, definitely one-on-one. Finding somebody who believes in monogamy and wanting monogamy is very easy to do in the gay community. If you go to websites such as OkCupid, you'll find plenty of guys looking for a one-person partner. Now, you could argue, yeah, you're around 19 through 25. They're really all over the place as whores, but straight people are much different, okay? And so that's not really an argument to begin with. And so if you think of college years, gay or straight, it does not really matter. You could say that gay people have more sex, more promiscuous sex, because it's probably easier available, because typically men are going to put out much easier than women are. But the typical gay guy is looking for somebody, even at this point, to raise a family with in the United States, and in a lot of different ways, or to even get married, which is now very much common or the norm on dating websites. And so when you read articles like this about Andrew Gillum, being high on meth and having essentially a gay orgy. Now, granted, he won't get any trouble for this because he's a politician, and so it's Florida, and so he's also a Democrat, and he's also black. So all those things really help him, because you can't say, oh, you were saying he's gay because he's black, and that's racist and all this other weird stuff. So there's a lot of different political things on there. And so what I want to do is kind of straight what there is different levels of gayness in the community, and you see articles. I'm sharing a Fox News article, and they also are pretty biased in this sense, because they're always going to show, like in the gay parade, the guy is wearing leather with necks and and chains and whips and all that sort of stuff. And this does exist. I have met people into this, but they are by far the minority. And like I said, most gay guys are not into these kind of things. Most gay people are really into safe sex and definitely do not want to involve drugs and orgies and things like that. And a crazy night would be a three-way, but even then, that's not something they want to do on a regular basis. Now, I understand this is very adult content for the people, so I hope you didn't watch it and get offended, but if you did, sorry. But yeah, this is my thoughts on that, on Andrew Gillum, on that sense. And it's so yeah, I'm not sure if I would ever date anybody from Florida because of how notorious they are in their their sexual appetites in that sense. Granted, I can't call out the entire state, but yeah, I mean, Miami is notorious for this. South Beach is notorious for this kind of stuff. And so yeah, this is Florida. Yeah, he has a wife, and I'm not saying that she doesn't know. She obviously knows, and politicians are having fake marriages is very uncommon itself. And so yeah, this is my thoughts on Andrew Gillum and different levels of gayness and reprobates